hunger. And you'll talk yourself into and convince yourself that this is all right. You're hungry, so it's cool.
That's right.
I'm not going to judge myself.
Right.
Look at what happens when you look at this sexual society that we're in. When you are aroused and you have arousal coming from all directions, when you're aroused, you will basically have the same thing occur. Where even though I can't see this man as the husband of my, as the father of my child, as far as what his values appear to be, even though I can't see myself honoring this sister as my children's mother, I'm willing to compromise my values. I'm willing to adjust the protocol and have very simple sexual intercourse to satisfy this very basic feeling of releasing, the same way you satisfy that basic feeling of satisfying hunger. I mean, you can use anything to satisfy hunger.
Yes.
And you can use anything to satisfy your sexual urges.
That's right.
When we have these children, we have a responsibility to give them the best of what we have to offer. And we could very easily compromise those values for any given reason. And sometimes we quote unquote have to.
Right.
Sometimes you have to get off at that rest stop
That's right.
because they're hungry.
Yes.
And you got to go into that gas convenience store, that gas station convenience store and get them something. And all of those things are going to be compromising. And so you make the best decision you can. You know, you pull out your pendulum if you need to, and you figure out which item is going to be the best item for them. You use your muscle test and you use your body test. You do what you need to do to make it work when you have to make those decisions. But please, let's recognize and let's be honest with ourselves about what we're doing and why we're doing it. The children can eat and get more nutritional value eating I'm going to go ahead and use the word restricted regimen of eating, as opposed to free for all like we grew up eating. Now, I feel like I ate well because I know my mother's love was in it. I knew my father's love was. My father loved to cook. So he could throw down, he could do what he needed to do, she could throw down. So I was grateful, and even though I ate everything and anything, you know, including chitlins.
Right. Oh yeah.
And even when I was told that those were pig intestines, because I didn't know what pig intestines were, I didn't know what intestines were. It didn't mean anything to me.
Yes.
I still remember to this day being told that, but it not registering.
Right.
We have to pay attention to, all right, now you've eaten. You were hungry, now you've eaten. How do you feel? I feel sort of miserable because I ate myself to a point of discomfort. All right, you had intercourse with this person. Now that you've released, how do you feel? Man, I can't believe I did this. I hope nobody ever finds this out. Now I gotta hide this from my wife. Now I gotta hide this from my girlfriend. Now I gotta hide this from my husband. I don't even like her anymore. No, I don't want to cuddle. I want to leave. Because I got that basic sensation fulfilled. It's over. Once that's over, it's over. That's one of the things, you know, Raj and I, we are going to do it where we're able to talk to women, especially. We talk to young men all the time, but we want to talk to women as well and make sure they understand that at the end of the day, it could just very well be that you are a depository for his semen. And whatever energy comes with that semen, that's what you're getting. Whether there's a condom used or not.
That's right.
So be clear about that. And at the same time, when you think about what we're eating, we treat our bodies like it's just going to receive whatever we put down there, and it's fine. It's going to take away that feeling. And all we want is that feeling taken away from us. Not really recognizing that we control that feeling.
Right.
So with the children, a lot of times people talk about the children and having them eat a certain ways because we've all been misled as to where we get our nutrients from. We have to recognize that milk, the dairy industry is an industry.
Yes.
That the meat industry is an industry.
Yes.
And the country has bought into it, like literally and figuratively.
Right, come on.
So at the point where we're told milk does the body good,
Right.
well, good is relative.
Right.
How much vitamin D are you getting? If you're getting vitamin D, is there something better for the bones than milk?
Right.
We didn't even ask the question. So all we're doing right now as vegans is we've asked the question and we've realized that the answer is yes, there are absolutely things better for you that can give you the same nutrients and give you more of those nutrients without those same adverse effects.
Yes.
And it would be a disservice and dishonor to the mother and the child
Yes.
to feed the child these things that we know are not benefiting them to the fullest extent, or at least to a better extent.
Right. Yeah, so I love it. So you're saying, instead of asking the question, can my child be a vegan too? I'm doing it, but should I put that on my child? I had somebody refer it that way, like put that on my child. And you're saying, if you ask and telling questions and understand that everything that you've seen, everything that the slogans, the commercials, the propaganda, the industry has fed you, you bought that, and you're living according to what they say. So why not look at it another way and understand that there is something that is better for you than what you know? I think that that's what it is. I know this. I've heard this. This is what I grew up on. Or that the thing that Brother Raj brought up is my grandmother, she ate like this for 99 years and she lived to be 9,900. Well, what was the quality of life? And that's why I'd ask you too. What you notice is the consciousness or the happiness. Remember, I said that she was 4 years old.
Yeah.
I really thought she was 4 years old. She's 2. So that showed me I already answered my own question, right? Because it told me something already.
True.
That she's way ahead. Are we good, babe?
You're good.
Okay. So I want to thank you. That was beautiful and amazing. And I know you spoke of something I want people to know, because I know this is a love and it's a business, and I want people to know that. So are you available for speaking engagements and things of that nature? I heard you say that. I mean,
Absolutely. That's my passion.
Okay.
That's my passion.
We want to hear about that.
And let me just wrap up the last point.
Yes.
The idea of not having a child eat the way you eat, to me, is absurd to even consider, because of just what you said.
Yeah.
I was fed based on what my mother and father knew were the things to feed me, based on what they knew. So my path to being a vegan wasn't a journey to become vegan.
Right.
My path to being vegan was happenstance, because I kept learning about what
Yes.
to not eat,
Yeah.
and what was left was this label,
Yeah.
this box that we call vegan.
Yes.
Now, Raj is the one that got me to really pay attention to making sure we don't catch people out there in that box.
I understand.
I don't want you to be in that box.
Right.
I want you to be in a better place.
Yes.
And whatever label you want to attach, it's the same as spirituality.
That's right.
Do you need to be in that box
Yes.
to be a spiritual being
Yes.
manifested in the physical form?
Yes.
Or do you just need to be?
Yes. Come
So figure out what works for you.
on.
Pay attention to your body, learn your body, and move forward,
Yes.
and carry that on to your children.
Yes.
And if there's something that needs to be adjusted, you'll know.
Yes.
But there can't be a question about whether your child needs to eat in this box.
Right.
Because it's not about the box. We didn't eat in the box.
Right. Exactly.
We ate based on what we were told was great for us.
That's right. And
So
then our
that's
parents
what it
said,
is.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Exactly.
Vegan Flavor Cafe is a passion of mine because I love dealing with people. I love dealing with food. I love dealing with growth and development. So the reason why I enjoy the idea to speak is because I can share my journey and find the opportunity to allow you to see your reflection in me the same way I see my reflection in you. The one thing we always tell people here is there's no judgment
That's
on
right.
what you eat and how
That's
you
right.
eat.
That's right.
There's no judgment because we all are on our journey.
Exactly.
At the point where I'm still dealing with my sugar addiction,
Yes.
I still have work to do.
That's right.
At the point you're dealing with whatever you're dealing with,
Yes.
you still have work to do.
Right.
And as long as we all have work to do, let's work together.
Well, and you know what? I love that you said that because I know here you serve organic wines, which you just said it. You're not judging.
Yes.
And I really appreciate that because that's my journey. My journey is I like organic wine.
All right.
And you
All
know
right.
that because I've been here every day having one.
That's
so
what's up.
I really appreciate that. I really appreciate it because people will sometimes shy away from something thinking it's an all or nothing kind of attitude. And I love you saying it's a journey, and once you learn what the journey is, you'll learn as you go.
Yes.
And that's a beautiful thing.
Yes.
So I want to bring up the speaking thing because look, I have this powerful vision.
Yes.
You, me, Brother Raj, a tour. Come on, can you see it?
Let's
This
do
be
it.
beautiful?
Absolutely.
Yeah, like I'm really.
Absolutely.
That is just like wow. So that's why I asked about speaking engagements, Brother Raj. I know you available.
Oh yes.
Okay, I want to get an amen back there. Hey woman,
Oh,
I'm
yes.
not.
Amen.
So I give thanks and I give praise to you. So what we're going to do is make sure everybody know your location. I'm going to get all your information, your social media, where
Yes,
you
yes,
are,
yes, yes.
and also where people can get in touch with you. But just right now, could you tell them where we are, North
Yes.
Carolina, where, the exact address,
Yes.
and your operation, hours of operation?
Yes, so we are Vegan Flava Cafe, 4125 Durham Chapel Hill Boulevard, also known as Highway 15501. We're suite number 1, go figure. And Durham, North Carolina 27707. Our telephone number is 919-960-1832. And we're open Tuesday through Sunday. We're closed on Monday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 11 to 9. Friday, 11 to 10. Saturday, noon to 10. Sunday brunch, 12 to 3. The vegan pancakes and the vegan waffles soon to come. You will not be disappointed. You will not miss the dairy.
Ooh.
Indeed. Give thanks.
Believe it, I love it. I want to thank you, brother, so much. I
My
just send you love and blessings
Give
and peace
thanks.
to you and the
Give
queen.
thanks.
If you don't have the book, you need to get the book. I got the book. So when I'm going to read it, I'll be talking about it on every video. And plus, I have, like I said, a program where people actually come and I do virtual classes. And I always have
Nice.
books of interest. So now this is on the list for many of my classes that
Nice.
people have to buy the book.
Give
So
thanks.
we're going to make sure we get it out. And I want to thank for the love, Brother Raj, everybody, the food. We are leaving today, y'all. So me and my husband came here and we were embraced. And I want to thank Maliki Grant. It was Sister Maliki Grant who lives in Rocky Mounts, North Carolina, that said, Nubia, I know you particular about when you eat. You got to go to Vegan Flava. Maliki, you didn't even know. I came here every day, so I want to really thank you for that.
Yes,
Everybody
yes,
for
give thanks.
watching. Thank you for honoring the brothers, y'all. I know the sisters was needing that male energy, and I love it. You know I'm about partnership. Since I got married, that's all I want to talk about is love, relationships, couple. And so I'm giving thanks for that. But I wanted to say this is Nubia I of the Blackberry Beauty Holistic Academy, Ancient African Healing for the Modern Sister, Vegan Flava Cafe. You're gonna love it, y'all. Peace and blessings.
Peace.
Cool.
Woo!